moved on me. Like, literally, it's really gone. Oh, if I talk about it, it's deep. I mean, it's just one of them deep things. Hopefully you pray, because he said, and till this day, I have the email where he was like, I might need your help. I'm getting off of here for a sec. I'm moving it out the window. I think I might need your help. Or I think I may need your help or something like that. And I got ready to write back, probably the most ratchet, like, boy, I wish I would. I wish I would look like I want to help you. But that was the thing. I got ready to write it back, but I didn't even send it. But I still was not leaving myself open to helping him. I can't remember if I prayed that night, like, Lord, he need help. Please help him. But I was not expecting God to move on me to help him. But that's how I knew, definitely helpmate. You ask, and that's what I wanted to be with him. And no, I can't pick and choose the times, but when you out the door, when you out the mother loving door, you out the door, you outside, baby. So you outside. Enjoy your outside time, because you might not be able to get back in. That's just that. So, it was about to make me like feel like I wanted to cry, because it's like, Lord, that man must have prayed. He had to, because I was listening to God. I was just seeking God. That's whose presence I was staying in. I would go even in my backyard just to sit, and I would just, just enjoy green grass, trees, and stuff like that, and sometimes want and long for, baby, I don't be wanting to tell nobody, but my little Jada Pinkett and Alan Payne lyric and Jason moment. Oh, that's where that Jason come from. I be sitting here thinking Jason is just the creepy one, but I forgot about Jason from Jason's lyric. Now that's a good one. That's a sweet pea right there. But anyway, now, Lord, you send me a man, something like Jason out of Jason's lyric. Whew, baby. But anywho, I don't want to get distracted, because I'm like, look at God though. That be the funniest. I be looking at the horror side of it, like, oh no, I don't need nobody named Jason coming after me. And literally, my dreams be sometimes reflecting that it's like a nightmare, like that type of one. But it really could be, the opposite. But I'm not gonna go off of could be. I'm gonna go off of what God knows it truly is. So for now, baby, all I see what I seen in my dreams is the killer Jason. So, baby, and don't try to come disguised as Alan Payne, Jason over there, because it's too late now, because now I done seen it. But anyway, I think I'm trying not to cry or whatever. I already shed some tears earlier, because I just prayed, and I'm like, Lord, God sent the comforter, God sent the Holy Spirit to comfort you and to be with you and to, you know what I'm saying, and to help you and lift you up and so much more, lead you into all truth. So that's why I'm like, I don't want that foolishness. So yeah, I just asked for a move from the Holy Spirit earlier, and just, it was just amazing. So I shed tears, and I was just grateful. It was tears of gratefulness, and I be wanting it to be joy, but definitely tears of gratefulness and reverence and giving God the glory. So that was that. But anyway, yeah, I just feel like, baby, you shouldn't have did that. You shouldn't have did that one. I feel like, and I'm telling you, it's trying to become a belief that it's nothing that you can do now. You can't do anything. Now the Bible say, with God all things possible, baby. Don't put my name in nothing with nobody, with nothing. I'm trying to tell you what I truly feel. If he ever was to come back around me, and I'm telling you, remain calm and stay on his meds and stuff like he's supposed to, spiritual, emotional, mental, physical meds, if necessary. I don't want nothing from him, but just, you gonna be like a little walk around piece for me, because we taking care of these kids, because you know what I'm saying, because they're not real daddy, but biological dad, because now real and biological ain't the same no more to me. But But yeah, mm, 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 mm. And then I just had another thought again concerning stepmom, stepdad, and stuff like that. And it's like, it's kind of heartbreaking. So, and I'll probably talk about that, but I might not post that until late in the game. Like, but yeah, now I just feel like, baby, you can't do nothing for me except for pamper me. You can massage my body. You can, you know what I'm saying? But it ain't, and that's, I'm not into trying to mistreat anybody or anything like that. I don't want nobody to feel like a doormat, like, oh my goodness, because that causes people to snap, like, oh man, this person just using me for that. Nah, baby, I gave you a chance and I wasn't just using you for that. I was trying to work with you, but you wanted to do some other stuff. And again, I'm glad to be forgiven. I ask God for forgiveness, so I forgive, and I'm glad to be forgiven. I believe that for my life. So I forgive you, but I'm telling you, you come back around me, like, and I'm not saying that he is, and I always have to say, I'm not saying that he is. It ain't me saying that he is, and I definitely had a dream yesterday or whatever where it was something about me dressed like an Amish person, and I was picking him up. No, baby. No, 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 no. I'm not gonna say no to anything concerning the will of God. I say yes to God's will, but I guess that's why I'm feeling conflicted and where I'm feeling emotions and things that I don't even really know how to describe. And I guess too because it's certain stuff that I just don't even want to happen. I can't see it happening, and it's like I can't envision it, and I don't want certain stuff to happen. And the things that I have envisioned in the night visions, which are my dreams, I don't want that, cause ain't no way. Mm-mm. And for somebody to say, I read her long ass letter. What you mean? Why are you in my stuff? Why is that your business? Why? Because that's the thing. These females be thinking that stuff ever be about them and me trying to compete with them. A man or a male, not a man, but a male can try to make me feel like I need to be in competition with you, and I must still be like, baby, on what I feel like is my worst day. You cannot compete. I mean, and honestly, my daughter so-called that he already told me, he was like, you smash competition and do. No, I'm stop. I'm not on that. But no, for real though, like, I don't be even seeing you. I don't even be, I'm trying not to use the H word, but I don't be seeing you broads. The B word ain't better, but I don't be seeing y'all like y'all not me and y'all not that. So that's that on that. But yeah, it's like, why would he messed up though? Why would he ever like try to cause that confusion amongst females, let alone maybe a female that I might not have never even met or came across paths with? But if I had ever, you know what I'm saying, it's something that could have been something beneficial, but you messed that up. And I'm definitely not trying to go there with her, but I'm just saying you messed that up, and you did that even with the other girl you had a baby with. I don't want to sit in her face and sit nowhere around her or whatever. Definitely at a point in time I would have been cordial even with her, but now after after the girl told me that both the kids' moms, both his daughter's moms talked to her, and they didn't and they didn't tell you about me, or they didn't tell you that girl, you probably just want to leave him alone because but he had you so convinced that some other stuff was going on. So nah. I mean, and not that the second daughter's mom really should have, but the first daughter's mom definitely should have been, you know what I'm saying, speaking up on my behalf. Maybe she did, but not loud enough. So I'm just like, whatever. So, or either you knew, somebody told you about me, of course, because you had already been watching me, but you knew, and you just still continued to go forth with that. So, and I'm just gonna be honest. I did that when I was younger and young minded. So to me, that makes me feel like you can be grown by age and you can have this stuff, whatever, under your belt, but you're still not mature minded. So, and you're not like minded. So it's something lacking, and that's why what they say about them pandemic babies. If you ain't been around them pandemic babies, you can't sit with me. But I'm saying, if you're not mature minded and stuff like that, you can't sit with me. And that's why I was telling her this is not your set. But like that's just I'm still dealing with the fact that it's just heartbreaking even in my dream for somebody to say I read her long ass letter, and that lets me know that you definitely salty. I mean, if you got to cuss with it or whatever, you are salty about it. You ain't say it in a nice way. You ain't, that don't sound like the meanest way, but that's still something there. It's real salty. And it's like, baby, yeah, swallow them salty tears or whatever, honey. Or I don't know what to tell you, but I've been told you. I don't know how you're going to feel when we get off this phone, this conversation. But you tried, and then because you immediately started feeling like that, you tried to basically like guilt or probably some type of shame or whatever came over you. Instead of you just repenting, they try to go so hard against me and like, well, I guess I'm getting ready to team up with him against her. Okay, alrighty then. Well, girl, go off, cause that's not good. That's not good at all. And then, you got a male or whoever whispering in your ear talking about she thinks she's untouchable and this and a third. Why would you even entertain a dude who's sitting there feeling like that about somebody he got children with? If that was him or whoever, if it was somebody else that was aside from him, why would you do that when they're not the ones that's up close and personal? But yeah, she thinks she's untouchable and you not untouchable. I mean, just kept saying that shit over and over. And it's like, what? Wait, what? um, so that's what I'm feeling and thinking about. And it's like, it's crazy. I'm stuttering and everything because it's like, are you serious? Like, this is what I got to think about. I don't want to think about this. I don't want this to even be a thing. Like, I don't want this to, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's one of them uh taking captive those thoughts that come that are contrary to the will of God, and take them captive and cast them bad boys down, bring them into obedience, and see, when you bring them into obedience, that doesn't mean that it's done away with. That it kind of, to me, I guess it's like how they say he didn't come to do away with the law, he came to fulfill. So it's like it's fulfilled. It's a done deal. You went on and crossed over into some other stuff, but it started to make me feel like and convince me that, like I said, I'm in the wrong place. And then, I mean, even still to this day, I'm feeling like, well, damn, did I mess up for real and get myself in the wrong place? And even having that, then I would have to say, well, damn, that means I had children at the wrong place. You know, and for me, my children are awesome. I feel like I definitely, I ain't gonna say definitely, but I feel like I missed the mark, of course, with my daughter. But I said with my boys, I'm like, I ain't missed the mark. I don't feel like, and I barely believe, but I just don't know what to believe. God have to show me, honestly. But I don't feel like I missed the mark with them. I just feel like he did stuff to tamper with them. Like, of course, when he come in their life and then pop back, you know what I'm saying, get back out, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, you messing with their mental state. So it can come off as some little ditzy, goofy, you know what I'm saying, remedial type stuff. And I have a problem with parents who mess their children up like that. So I got a problem with you as a so-called man and male for how you treated me. But then now I got an issue with you because of the way you're doing your own children, which I guess, I mean, he didn't tell me to get rid of no child at all. He told me, but it was like, he didn't tell me that, no, like, I can't say it wasn't early. He said, let's sacrifice our son. He said, let's give him back to God. He did say, let's sacrifice him, but he said, let's give him back to God. So I don't want to get it twisted, but at the same time, it's still weird either way it goes. But when I first took the pregnancy test, he didn't say that. And when we was having sex, he was like, you want a boy, don't you? And we both came into agreement. So I'm like, what? So we done agreed on having a boy. And you really want to, you think you finna do that? Ain't no way. Then I ain't even mentioned again regarding my daughter. Instead of you remaining and helping to boss up and be a stepdaddy and take care of my daughter, and you've been in her life, you tried to explain to her how you've been in her life. This, okay, you can explain that all day, but I'm gonna still tell my child the truth of the matter. That's where I'm not my so-called mom. I mean, money and stuff be nice and all this, but baby, my dignity, and I ain't gonna get on pride, but my dignity and I mean something to me. My children mean something to me. And even though I didn't have her with him, well, I could wish all day that I did. That wasn't gonna make her any less anything. Um, Even though I do feel like her dad is less than, but that wasn't making my child, because she came from me. So, and that's like my boys. That's why I say, even with them, even though he tampered with them mentally, spiritually, whatever, by being away or being absent, knowing him, his name even came up today in one of our sons' mouth, and I'm like, boy. But yeah, you don't make my kids no less than. They still part of me. And somebody had told me and encouraged me, oh, but they being raised in your household though. Exactly. And and basically it's like, who you serve, so don't worry about that other foolishness. Yeah, it's gonna come along with some quirks and some kinks and stuff, and now I definitely know. But yeah, so it's like you did the ultimate, where you try to change the scent of everything. You tried to change the nature of everything that was natural and supposed to flow beautifully and stuff like that. And I didn't never do that with his children. Now I ain't gonna sit here and say I didn't try to pray regarding nature changes. I definitely prayed over them children, but I didn't never try to. Oh, I just didn't do nothing diabolical with them kids, and that's just on period. And that's just on period. So don't do that with me. So when it comes to my daughter being out of my house, and just strictly, it's fine for her to, for her to have a relationship with her so-called dad or whatever, but it needs to be safe. And like, to me, if you love me that much and I want my daughter to be safe, then you gonna want my daughter to be safe. You gonna highly consider even what I'm saying to you. Now, the other part, that's the tough part, is because you are a male, you might consider yourself a man. I didn't. I don't. Or especially didn't. Now, as far as who he is today, I don't know. What he is, I don't know. But yeah, you consider yourself a man or male or whatever. You might know. You probably do know. You know what I'm saying? Of course he does know. Knows at least something about having a child with somebody else that you're no longer with. And I guess even from the aspect of you having a daughter, not just, a child, but you having a daughter with somebody. And you know what I'm saying? You know how you would want your daughter to be treated. So that's why I'm just like feeling confused. Like, you think I'm gonna want my daughter sitting around somebody? If I done told you what's going on with him, this and third, and he did try to tell me, he was like, you don't know what anybody can say about you. Baby, they ain't close, and they not even up close and personal to see it. If anything, my daughter's so-called dad's business was spilling out in the streets, because that's where he liked to be at. My stuff, if I kept it in, and I told him, I was like, let's not let this spill out, because once it get out, then I didn't even know it was gonna get hectic, chaotic, and stuff like that. Once it spilled out, I thought it was gonna get a little, you know what I'm saying? But once he allowed it to spill out, then people, relatives and stuff get in it. He had already told me, you call your mama, you call your family, I'm call mine. And I'm like, what? Call them for what? This is us. I'm not finna call on them right now. And then, as you can see, that wasn't me getting completely rid of them. I'm not finna call on them right now. But you want to jump stupid? Yeah, but I never even called on them. I called on God. And God have, there was ways that he included them. So I left it at that. But yeah, he did the ultimate. I'm going to upload this video and probably come back on here, because I'm still on it. I'm still wanting to speak about it. And I know my video is probably going to cut off soon. It's already broken down into 2 sections anyway. But yeah, I'm going to just come back.